Happy Saturday, everyone. I am back. We're going to be talking about beginner friendly non phone work at home job leads. These are entry level jobs that does require a lot of experience. So we're going to go ahead and start talking about it. We're going to talk about Health Axle. They're currently seeking data entry operators to work from home. This is a seasonal job. This is a fully remote job, as well as you can see on the screen is a entry level position. And according to Glassdoor, the pay for this position is anywhere between $10 and $15 an hour on this position. It can be a little bit more once you get that experience. So what you're going to be doing is, as a data entry operator, you're going to be responsible for entering data into the computer using numeric or documents by following production guidelines and procedures. So basically what you're going to do is keep track of received data and source document. You're going to maintain a business-like production environment by keeping personal communication and distraction to a minimal. And then also you're going to report to work and meetings on time and prepared. So what you're going to do is, again, they require a high school diploma or GED, 0 to 2 years of related experience. So that means that you don't have to have any experience in order to apply for this position here. Okay. So if you're interested in applying, to my right, this is a quick hire application, meaning it literally take you 5 minutes or less, and you hit the start application here. Now we're talking about the company ApplicantPro. Now, with this company here, they're hiring for job poster and data entry clerks to work from home. This is a part-time position, and as you can see, it's a $10 an hour job, okay? So when you scroll down here, this company do offer competitive wages. They do offer benefits as well. And when you scroll down here, they do want you to work at least 20 to 25 hours a week, but you can choose your own schedule after training. So as a job poster, data entry clerk, you're essential to helping their clients find applicants for their jobs, whether remote or in the office. You quickly and accurately post their jobs ads on a large variety of job boards. As you work, you will always sure to uphold privacy practice and security log into their system. Your attention to detail means that nothing gets missed or loose in the shuffle. So what they're looking for is someone that has a strong basic computer skills, with such as copying, pasting, navigating the internet, proficient with Microsoft Word and Excel, as well as Google Docs and Gmail. So again, to my right, this is a 3-minute short application that you can go ahead and fill out today. I know that some of y'all may say, well, this pay is small or whatever. My thing is, if you're trying to get the experience, is you get into something that's entry level, stay there about anywhere from 6 months to a year, gain that experience, gain that knowledge, and move up to a higher position. So again, these are beginner friendly, non-phone work at home job, entry level positions as well. These companies are hiring right now, so make sure you go ahead and apply today. Now, we're going to talk about how to make a great resume with no experience. I get that question. A lot of people say that they don't have the experience, so I'm trying to help you out on how to make a resume where you don't have a lot of experience. As you can see on the screen, this is an example of how your resume needs to be. But what we're going to go over is you're going to always include a summary statement here. Always. This is considered a summary statement. It tells them a little bit about you and what type of job that you're looking for. So when you state exactly what career goals you wish to achieve, have mostly fallen out of the fashion. This is a largely because you want to focus on what you can do for the employee, not what the employee can do for you. So a resume summary statement, on the other hand, sums up your professional at the top of the page in sentences or two and serves the first impression you give a hiring managers to entice them to keep reading. Okay, so make sure you have a summary. As you can see here, this is a summary where you can go by and get an idea. Decide on a resume format. There is a lot of resume formats that you can go by. Well, it's just three: chronological, function, and hybrid. So, which is a combination of the two. A chronological resume format is a list of candidate work experience in reverse chronological order. A function resume format focuses on highlighting the candidate's skills and achievement rather than work experience, while the function resume format can be attractive option for job seekers with little experience. Most employer prefer a chronological or a hybrid resume format. So make sure you aware of that and pay attention to technical skills. When editing your resume, make sure there are no punctuation, grammar, spelling, or other errors that will make your resume look unprofessional. So I suggest you to use Grammarly.com. It's a tool that when you are writing like resumes or anything like writing in general, if you misspell a word, it highlights it, and if you hover over it, it will tell you exactly the right spelling or what word you can use in place of that. Or you can have a friend or a family that can read it again to catch any mistakes you might have missed too as well. And then take a stock of your achievements and activities. Make a list of absolute everything you've done that might be useful on your resume. From the list, you'll need to narrow down what to actually include on your resume. Different things might be relevant to different jobs you apply for. So keep a full list and pick the most relevant things from it to include on your resume when you're sending it out. And then focus on your education and skills. You know, think about your work experience section. Invest, expand, and focus on the education section on your resume to highlight the skills you develop. What can you do well that this job requires? Ask yourself that. What will be useful to the hiring company? What have you done in school, and what have you studied that has prepared you for assuming this job? And then general, a little easier if you're a college graduate with specialized education, but even a high school graduate can talk about their electives and relevant coursework, why they wanted to take them, and what they learned from the class. So internships, they're talking about landing paid and unpaid college internships are one of the best weapons you have against experience required. Not only do you get the real world work experience, they also allow you to network and make connections that can put you in a job later. So when applying for a job without experience, be sure to list any internships you completed. If you haven't had one, consider applying as a step before an entry level job. So, make sure you have that, and then include any extra activities or volunteer work. If you volunteer, that is a job, even though you didn't get paid. Put that information on there as well, like being a soup kitchen volunteer into consideration alongside paid work experience. So any volunteer work that highlights your talents or where you learn a new skill should be put on your resume at all times. Okay, so make sure you do that. Never include these certain elements here. It says you shouldn't consider adding to your resume. There are a few things you should never include in your resume because they waste space. Don't tell the employer anything relevant or could damage your personal brand. This includes, but is not limited to, great employment reference, writing samples, and photos of yourself. Do not add this information to your resume unless an employee or recruiter asks to provide them. In addition, make sure you're not using an unprofessional email address. And they're giving you an example here. Okay. That is unprofessional. It may have sounded great when you were younger, but is not the right message to send to employers. So I would say you need to have an email address for personal and business. Okay. You need to have a business. When you're applying for a job, it should be your first and last name, and then at gmail.com, something like that, or yahoo.com. So you need a professional email address. And then keywords are very important because your resume is going through an applicant tracking system and is basically grading your resume as well as it's scanning your resume for the keywords that are coming from the job post. So you want to make for sure that you study the job post, highlight keywords. Keywords can be like detail order. Those are in the skills. Those are keywords that will pass the applicant tracking system depending on if that's in the job post. So that's why I tell you to study the job post at all times and implement those keywords and put it into your resume. And then they're saying having a cover letter. Some jobs require that you have a cover letter to send out. It's a short cover letter along with your resume, a cover letter or where your personality comes out, and you need to use them to make the case for why you're the perfect candidate for the job. So a standout cover letter can convince an employer to bring you for an interview, even if your resume itself doesn't have all the things they like to see. and then customize your resume for each job that you're applying for. I talk about that all the time. A lot of people want to do a one size fit all where they have a resume that fits every job that they're applying for, and it doesn't work like that. You can try it and do it, but you will have a difficult time finding a job. Your resume has to tailor to each job that you're applying for, meaning if I'm applying for a data entry job, I need to change my resume to fit that data entry job. Or if I'm applying for a customer service job or accounting job or a chat job, whatever the job may be, my resume needs to tailor to each job that you're applying for. Okay. It tells you here, different job posting are going to have different keywords, different job duties listed, and so on. So you have to make your appeal to each individual employee's needs and job requirement is the best strategy for getting your application notice and hopefully landing your first job. If you do that, I guarantee you will find a job. Along with being consistent, you will find a job here. Okay, so go ahead and check this out. This is a great blog on how to make a great resume when you don't have enough experience. Check that out, as well as Indeed, they do have resume samples and templates to inspire you on, so you can go and find any resume that you want and be inspired and click on it and get experience, or just piggyback off how your resume need to be. So say, for example, if I was interested in a call center job here, if you click on it, it's going to take you to a resume just like this here. That is how your resume is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This is simple. This resume will pass the applicant tracker system. There's no fancy graphic or anything. It's just very simple. All you have to do is look at this, piggyback it off of this. Your resume needs to have bullet points. I would suggest you to put your skills up at front. You know what I'm saying? Just do summary and then skills and then education last. I mean, people are going to tell you totally different, but I'm telling you the way of how I did it. And my resume passed the applicant track system. I was able to get an interview and everything. So make sure you take advantage of all of this. I mean, these are free tools that you can use to build your empire in order to get this job and land the job. So go ahead and check this out. I am going to give you 2 websites where you can go and practice your typing skills. We have typingtest.com. Check your typing skills in a minute. You can choose how long you want to practice, as well as choose these typing skills to practice on below. And then you have official typingtest.com. You can not only check your typing test, but you can check your 10 key test too, which is data entry. You will receive a typing certificate as well. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. I am going to do a recap just in case you missed something. We talked about officialtypingtest.com as well as typingtest.com. This is one skill that you must know how to do is type, because they're not going to train you on the job. We talked about resume samples that you can and templates that you can just scroll through here. This is free, and choose a template and kind of look at to be inspired to get your resume where it needs to be to pass the applicant tracker system. And we talked about how to make a great resume when you don't have any experience. And I gave you 2 beginner friendly non-phone work at home job leads. These are entry level jobs to get your foot in the door so you can move on up and get the salary that you're looking for. It's ApplicantPro. They're seeking job poster, data entry clerks to work from home. The pay is $10 an hour. It's part-time position here. They do offer benefits, and they want you to work between 20 and 25 hours a week. And then once you go through training, you can set your own hours. Okay, so you got to crawl before you walk. I know that the pay, some of y'all may say, oh, $10, but again, my first job was $8 an hour. I stayed there anywhere between 6 months to a year, gained that experience, knowledge, because I didn't have the experience, working from home. And I gained that experience. And then within a year, I moved up making more money. Okay, so that's my suggestion for you to do. So if you're interested in applying, to my right, this is a quick hire application that you can fill out. And then we also talk about Health Axle. They're currently seeking data entry operators. This is a seasonal position, entry level position, remote position here. And again, the experience is 0 to 2 years experience. So you don't have to have any experience. Then they do want you to type 45 words per minute. That's why I tell you to go ahead and practice today to get your speed up to where it needs to be. And to my right, this is a quick hire application. Apply for these positions here. Again, these are beginner friendly work at home jobs, non-phone work at home jobs, entry level jobs. If you don't have a lot of experience, I suggest you to go ahead and apply today. Don't delay. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below. If you would like to receive more non-phone work at home job leads to go out every single day, make sure you consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to turn on all notifications so you'll be notified every time when a new video is posted on YouTube. Share this channel with everyone you know that is looking for non-phone work at home job leads that go out every single day. All links to every job that I discuss will actually be under the video. All you have to do is click show more. Scroll all the way down until you see the word links to the jobs, and you're able to click on that link, read the job post for yourself, apply, and submit your resume. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.